"Behold the man." With this simple phrase, the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, presents Jesus to the crowd. A few moments later, he says, "Behold your king." But Pilate doesn't realize the ironic and prophetic nature of his words. Jesus is condemned to death as a criminal. The charge is that he set himself up as the king of the Jews, a political rival to Caesar, and he is mocked and humiliated as such. But the Gospels make it clear that the true reason he dies is because of his claim to be the Son of God, and the Christian sees in the passion of Christ his triumph over evil. So we need to have a kind of double vision here. As we walk along these stations of the cross, we need to keep in mind both aspects: the cruel suffering inflicted upon Christ as he is led to his death, and simultaneously the deeper meaning of his final triumph leading to the new life of the resurrection. There is the ugliness of evil, and we shouldn't shut our eyes to it, but also to the eyes of faith, the beauty and truth of goodness. We see here both light and darkness. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness doesn't overcome it. Let's see how this double vision can help us enter imaginatively into this opening scene when Jesus is condemned to death. Pilate does not care about Jewish religious beliefs and Jesus' claim to be the Son of God. All he worries about is the political authority of the Roman Empire. Since Jesus claims kingship in another world, he is no rival to Pilate or Caesar. So Pilate simply has Jesus flogged, a barbaric punishment that would count only as a caution, and Jesus is dressed up in a royal robe and a crown of thorns, humiliated by the soldiers and presented to the crowd for their amusement. Behold the man. But the joke is on Pilate and on the crowd and on us, and indeed on all sinful humanity that has in one way or another rejected God. Behold the man is actually a phrase from the prophet Zechariah. Behold the man whose name is the branch, for he shall branch out from his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. The term branch was a title used by the prophets Jeremiah and Isaiah to denote the Messiah, the Saviour of Israel, a son of David who would reign as king, acting wisely and bringing righteousness and justice. This branch is the man we are told to behold. It was said that the branch would bear the glory, and it is Jesus that reveals the glory of God to us. He bore the glory in the first place by becoming man and living a humble life among us. But he also bore the glory in his suffering and death. His death on the cross is his being lifted up in glory. So when Pilate says, "Behold your king," he is speaking the truth despite himself. The chief priests reply, "We have no king but Caesar," and Pilate gives in. So while Pilate is powerless, and the Jewish leaders deny their own faith, which says that God alone is king, Jesus, meanwhile, is enthroned as judge and crowned as king. So as we walk with Jesus from Pilate's judgment seat to the throne of the cross, let's keep this double vision. Behold the man, the suffering servant. Behold the triumphant King and Lord of life.